This is part 16 of building a web app. I have now finished almost working on the edit job component. Basically, it's a component that allows the recruiters or the companies to edit the jobs or the listings that they have created. This component is basically inside the listing component that you can see here. The listing component is nothing more actually than just what data is displayed here. And the component edit job is basically receiving the job as props, and then I'm setting the state with the use effect here, set listing, and also set backup listing. The reason why set backup listing is if the user cancels, then we can revert to the changes. The listing is actually an object. This is how the listing component looks like, and basically, you can see all the data that are inside this object. Almost everything that you see here in the object is what you see in the edit listing component. So whenever the user changes some information, we have the handle change function that basically accepts two arguments, the field argument and the value argument. The field is nothing more than actually the field that we are going to basically update in the listing component, and the value that we are going to assign to that component. And then of course we are updating the state of set has and save changes. Why do we need this state? We need that state so that whenever a user does some changes to the listing information, there's a drawer that appears here at the bottom, and we can see then we have the option to cancel or to save the changes that we have made. If we cancel, we are resetting the state of has and save changes back to false, and the drawer disappears, and of course you can see that the information just updated back to the initial state here at the top. The handle cancel function is passed to the drawer as props. You can see here on cancel, handle cancel, and basically this child component is calling the parent function to update the state of has and saved changes. The next step basically would be to add validation to the form, because it's very important to validate the data that the user is going to input, and if we don't have any control on the data, then it will just be a mess of information and things that they will be saving on the database.